walking the diplomatic tightrope isn't for everyone, but India's making a valiant attempt. In the backdrop of punishing US tariffs on India, Petroleum and Natural Gas Minister Hardeep Singh Puri on Monday announced a historic first deal with the US. India's state-owned oil companies signed a one-year agreement to import nearly 2.2 million tons of American LPG. The deal, which comes into effect in 2026, will account for nearly 10% of India's annual LPG imports. But look closer and you get a sense that India's move is nothing more than an olive branch. That's because on the same day, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar met with his Russian counterpart Sergei Lavrov in Moscow. The bilateral talks, Jaishankar said, were centered around trade and investment, energy and technology. Remember, India is navigating a complex geopolitical environment. Countries are having to choose sides between the Cold War superpowers. US President Donald Trump is punishing nations that side with Russia. India, for example, is facing 50% tariffs on exports to the US because it's buying Russian oil. But will the LPG deal ease trade tensions between India and the US? Well, negotiations on a bilateral trade agreement have been going on for months. And Commerce Secretary Rajesh Agarwal has declared that Phase 1 of the deal, the part that addresses the reciprocal tariffs, is more or less near closure. That does not mean India is giving up on its strategic ties with Russia. Jaishankar met with Lavrov to lay the foundation for Russian President Vladimir Putin's India visit next month. On the sidelines of the meet, Lavrov spoke about mechanisms to safeguard India-Russia trade. He said Moscow was taking measures to ensure mutual trade was not hindered by illegitimate measures. He was clearly referring to the Western sanctions on Russia. Jaishankar too defended Indo-Russian ties. He called the relationship vital for global stability. Now, will the LPG deal be enough for Trump to ignore the Delhi-Moscow camaraderie?